Hey guys and girls, gamers, subscribers, and anyone that's happened to just, curious to find out what this is. This is Sean's Game Night. Tonight we're having a blast on the latest racing sim on the Xbox One, featuring 200 cars from over 50 manufacturers across 14 circuits. It's Forza 5. I'll be playing with the writer for T3 Wired UK Stuff, resident video game expert from BBC 5 Live and Sky News, as well as the host of his very own GMA winning podcast, Guy Cocker. Is there anything I've missed out, Guy?
No, that's quite an introduction. Hopefully I can live up to that amazing intro. No, it's that's about right. I think you got everything.
Excellent. How are you doing today, Guy, anyway?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. I'm like you say, Forza 5. I've been playing this for Stuff Magazine, and this is I haven't really played too much of the multiplayer, so I'm actually looking forward to it because I really like, just for in my personal life, gone all PC. In the run up to next gen console launches, I was like, right, no, I'm not doing any of this. I'm going PC. I'm upgrading my PC. So I've been playing lots of Battlefield 4 and what else? Batman Arkham City or Arkham Origins, sorry, on PC. So basically what I'm saying is you're going to kick my ass on this.
Well, I am without practice as well. I've only level 3 apparently, so that's only like a couple of races from the main get-go. Yeah,
it's a good game. I mean, the main fault with it, I think, from my perspective, and what other reviews have said as well, is just the fact that it's a bit. If you played Forza 4, that was an absolutely massive game with like 20, I think, high 20s tracks, like 26, 27 tracks.
Yeah, 27,
and this is,
yeah.
Yeah, and this has got half the tracks, basically half the number of cars. So it's not one of those like expansive Forza experiences, but then you might not expect it to be at launch, I guess. But yeah.
Cool. Well, we'll segue nicely into our very first track, which is a Top Gear test track. So
Nice.
we have both got Class A's cars, as you can see. Not all players are ready. Start anyway. Yes, we are going to go straight into this. So just a quick question out of, we just come out of the kind of console wars. Everything's just launched now, the PS4 as well as the Xbox One, and if you can mention as well the Nintendo Wii U.
Yeah.
Which one have you kind of like? Have you got any kind of favourites or any kind of launch titles on either or, which you kind of, keeps bringing you back to playing it over and over?
Well, I'll throw a sort of a wild card in there. I think that the 3DS has actually had probably the best year of any console. Just some amazing stuff has come out on that console. I mean, stuff that I've been playing on and off. I don't think I've really ever actually reviewed many games for 3DS, but I did do some on the BAFTA side. The BAFTA guys are trying to get more into video games, and on the BAFTA side, I did do some judging for the Children's Awards earlier this year, and just played things like Animal Crossing, Luigi's Mansion 2, and then on a personal level, just straight away crashing into you there. And then. So I've been playing Luigi's Mansion 2, Animal Crossing, Fire Emblem, just a fantastic game. What else? Pokemon. I absolutely love Pokemon. Not really got into Pokemon games before, but this Pokemon X I really, really enjoyed.
What would you say about Pokemon X kind of like brought you into it? Because I haven't really played anything since 10 years ago when I was still at school, and it's just blown my mind. But I mean,
do you know? I think it's probably the social element. I mean, it's like Animal Crossing, right? I mean, unlike Pokemon, I've always played Animal Crossing. But it was probably the fact that everyone seemed to be playing the game. Like so for whatever reason, Pokemon. So it's been out for about 14 years now. It launched in the UK in 1999, and it's just one of those things where I think I might have been a little bit. Well, I felt like maybe I was a bit too old to play it originally. I remember going to sort of see the Pokemon movies and stuff though.
Yeah.
But yeah, for whatever reason, I think it's the social element. I think like it's the perfect storm now of like people able to play. I mean, it's still a bit of a pain in the ass to play on 3DS with your friends, but it just seemed like everyone was into Pokemon this year, and that got me into it. And it's just it's a really polished, beautiful game. The games that you get on 3DS, I think, are a little bit more polished than you get on in the sort of mobile space, because I guess those games are competing with iPhone and Android now, and you play something like Luigi's Mansion 2, it's called over here.
Yep.
I think it's called something slightly different in the US, it's just a whole other level of just beautiful polish, just, you know, really, really fine attention to detail, beautiful animation, all the rest of it. I'm not saying that mobile games are bad, of course. I'm just saying that there is a Nintendo difference in my eyes. So yeah, actually, that's just, I mean, in my personal opinion, I think I've just played more 3DS than anything else this year. But on the launch side, I was lucky enough to get an Xbox One and a PS4 ahead of launch. So a lot of the work that I did was around those ahead of launch, and I'd say on the Xbox One, definitely, you know, Dead Rising is on a technical level a bit disappointing. You know, 720p presentation and a bit.
Oh,
it can be
720 as well.
Yeah, it can be a bit jerky. And, I mean, we're playing Forza. Forza looks absolutely stunning. I mean, it's beautiful. You go that in-car view, and it's just like little things, little touches, like the reflections on the windscreen. It's just, I mean, absolutely stunning game. Because there's all that talk, wasn't there, of people just like saying the Xbox One was underpowered and everything. I think if first-party developers like Turn 10 on Forza can do games that look as good as Forza 5, then I've got no concerns over it. But yeah, I think Dead Rising and a little bit of Killer Instinct, although I haven't got to that level where I've started to learn the combos. I don't know about you, Sean. You said you've been playing Killer Instinct, haven't you? And like,
yeah, well, I mean, I kind of have a small background in kind of beat 'em ups anyway, so I just thought, do you know what, this game is much more accessible because apparently it's just, you know, it can go crazy with button bashing as well as you can take it to another professional level anyway. So I was like, okay, this might be great, and it does live up to its name. I never played the original though. Did you actually play the original?
No, I had friends that were really into it, but I was never, as a kid, I was never sort of I put my hands up, never really a Nintendo console owner. So yeah, I've got a friend that I used to work with who he's the editor in chief at a site called Recombu. You know, he's massively into Killer Instinct. It's so much that he went on Games Master as a kid and played it and competed on Killer Instinct. So he knew all the combos and everything. Apparently, sort of the hardcore guys are saying that Killer Instinct isn't amazingly balanced if you're playing it at the professional level.
Okay, yeah.
There are some problems in there, but yeah, I mean, it's one of those launch games where they've just thrown everything into it. Like, there's just every single graphical effect. You know, when you you use an ice move or something with sparks coming off it. There's just so many things on screen. It's like Resogun on PS4. It's like one of those launch games that's just like, right, every graphical effect we can use, we're gonna turn on for this launch game so people can see how good the next gen graphics look. But yeah, so those are games mainly on Xbox One, bit of Zoo Tycoon as well. But yeah, on PS4 I've been playing Killzone. I mean, it's very generic. It's very it doesn't really do anything particularly new, but it's also very, very pretty. So against my better judgment, I'm playing more of that. And then yeah, Resogun as well. I think that's probably about it on PS4. My flatmate's been playing Assassin's Creed, but I'm playing. I reviewed that for stuff on current gen, and I'm playing through it again for on PC as well. Okay, cool. Yeah, and then like everyone else, I think. Well, maybe not everyone else. I've been playing Super Mario 3D World on Wii U.
Mario.
Yeah,
as I've been hearing it going around.
It is so good. It's so good. I've not played it in the last couple of weeks. I've just moved house. So I've got it. I'm looking at my Wii U right now. It's not plugged in. The PS4 and Xbox One was straight away set up, but the Wii U's not been set up yet. So why? What about you?
Well, I've just come off from playing Battlefield 4 actually on the next gen. I said to myself, I'm not going to get most of the games that's coming out on current gen and next gen. Sure. So I've just definitely gone straight for the next gen edition of everything, and it was worth the wait.
Which one? Battlefield 4?
Battlefield 4 Ghost. I think I've just started a race, and I don't think you're
I'm not in it. No, I don't think. Are you racing right now?
No, so I loaded up a lobby in in Silverstone. Yeah,
I'm in the lobby still. I don't know what happened. I need to change my. Do I need to select a car? It looks like I'm going for like a Honda.
I think I've forced the type to an X class, which is the F1 type cars here. Sorry about that.
So you just jumped in and went in.
I didn't even know it wouldn't even bring you in. It was okay. Just for the record, it's probably just like an initial test, just to see, just to find out, how the car's working, just before I go up against yourself.
Well, I hit X to ready up on my side, so yeah, it looks like it's launching. Yeah, it's launching. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Cool.
Have you bought any of the perks, Sean? Because you can press. It says you see it. It says press Y. You can get a XP boost temporary.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at that before, but I mean, I used to play Gran Turismo and original Forza, and having perks in a driving game just seemed a bit. I don't know. It didn't feel right.
Doesn't
Because,
feel right.
yeah, it's like when you buy those special editions of games and you get like an online booster, and it kind of betters you than someone else that just buys the original one. It's like
Yeah.
you're having a better experience. Don't get me wrong. It probably helps for certain things. I mean, even buying was it the £32 F1 car?
Was it? I thought I'm getting confused. I might be. It's either this or Gran Turismo. I think it's this. It's got like, isn't it got like £120 car or something, Audi or something? I'm probably getting this wrong, but
Yeah, I mean, so I know there is an F1 car that you can buy, or you can just grind for days to try and get, which is pretty cool. But I mean, as long as it locks you into that class, I guess you won't feel that you're really destroying people online. These cars are much more faster.
have you spun out?
Not yet, but it's just the power behind it. And just
Yeah, I do like the. So this is difficult to explain on video, but the individual triggers. Oh, I've spun out. The individual triggers on the. Oh, you crashed into me. Sorry, that was my fault. The triggers on the Xbox One pad, the way that they independently vibrate is really, really nice.
And it is crazy to kind of explain, because you are feeling every rumble, every kind of track and turf underneath your fingers, just like it was to be in an actual track.
It's one of those subtle next-gen features that you're like, yeah, that feels good.
Is this something that you could get on the PS4 as well? I mean, in terms of triggers, I haven't really played anything that rumbles crazily on that.
Even though I cover this for a living, I can't remember what. I think that there was an announcement that they cut the independent rumble features out of the PlayStation 4 pad, but I'm sure that if that's wrong, it will get corrected in the comments on your video. I've not played. Gran Turismo 6 has completely passed me by as well. I didn't get a copy from Sony. I'll say, but yeah, I've not played it at all.
That just launched on the same time as the
just
PS4,
launched.
was it?
Yeah, beginning of December. It's been out for about a week and a half. Yeah.
You big Gran Turismo fan in general?
I was in the past. Yeah, I don't know. Something about Forza I like more. I can't even put my finger on it. Something about Forza I like more. Maybe it's got a touch more personality. Maybe I just like the driving a little bit more in Forza. It's just something about Forza I just prefer.
I mean, when Forza first came out on the original Xbox, not mistaken, the Xbox One here, it was the only driving game that kind of let you have free kind of control of designing your cars, as well as my favourite point-to-point racing, which is nothing on circuits. It's driving down the side of a mountain or through like streets, and it just felt different, and it was pretty cool, and I'm glad to see it in other games. But that's what my draw always was to Forza. I mean, I used to be a Gran Turismo guy myself. I mean, that just set the standard on Sony PlayStation.
So you've moved on now. You're not going to get Gran Turismo 6.
That's a very good question. I'll be looking forward to the next one when it eventually comes out on the PS4. But I can't justify going back as much to go back on. I only recently got a PS3 just to play the classics, Journey, The Last of Us, as well as Beyond Two Souls. I mean, these are 3 games since 2011, where my console died, which was when Uncharted 3 just came out. So I said I'll get another PS3 to play those games. And it just seems to be those 3 games I'm really missing out on. I'll look for the reviews on the Gran Turismo 6, but I've got Forza here at the moment. It's done pretty good. And I think you've just. Oh no, one more lap. Okay, I was gonna say
one more lap. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, like you say, some great games there on PS3 this year. Well, the last few years, but I think Flower has just been released on PS4, if I'm not mistaken, or is it Flow? Because they're doing the HD remakes, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. I mean, isn't that part of the Journey Collector's Edition pack anyway?
Well, the Journey Collector's Edition pack that's been released on PS3, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah. So but I played it at the pre-release stage, the HD upgrade for Flower, and it's very nice, very pretty. One of my personal favourites. I think Journey's the better game, but it's definitely just some amazing games on PS3 over the last couple of years. I mean, even Beyond, that was quite divisive, I thought was really good.
Okay. Yeah. What did you enjoy about Journey? Because I was told to come into it, don't think of it too much as it's going to change your life, and everyone has a different experience. It's very abstract, but
Oh yeah, I've heard I've heard people actually specifically like non-gamers say that it is the game. It's not changed their life, but it's the game that sort of brought them back into gaming because they're just I think a lot of people get bored of shooters and racing games and the sort of traditional video game genres. But Journey is. I was so excited about getting Journey when certain publishers like Sony and Nintendo are very good at actually providing copies of the game, with enough time for you to put in a proper review of it before the embargo. So I mean, just sort of peek behind the sort of critics curtain here. That sounds dirty, but no, like the sort of process of reviewing games, the process of reviewing a game like Grand Theft Auto for a review is quite painful sometimes because that game came out on a Tuesday and I think I got a copy of the game on the Friday. So I had to really kill myself to play, not kill in relative terms, like play 10 hours a day for a few days there, and it was quite a rush to get it all done. Whereas with Sony and Nintendo, I got Mario 3D World probably about a month before it came out, which is fantastic. It allows you to put time in and have a good give the game a good amount of time and sort of not just that, but sort of a lot of it's difficult sometimes. You form an initial opinion and then you sort of let it lie on a game and come back to it, and your opinion might change over time. And if it's a rush job, then that's why I think honestly that's why games like Assassin's Creed 3 maybe people were very excited about, but then reviewers gave it high marks, but then in hindsight were like this game isn't as good as we said originally, and have a sort of collective sense of delayed disappointment with a game like Assassin's Creed 3. But anyway, this goes back to Journey, where I was so excited to play it. I got a code, downloaded it, and just really loved it. But I only ever played it once. I only ever played it on my own. I never had that communal experience, which people say is so important. But it does do a good job of kind of bringing up emotions of kind of just like it's a beautiful game with definitely artistic aspirations, but it does trigger emotions like sadness and loss and loneliness that just video games just traditionally don't really touch on. So that's why I particularly liked it, and it's got some really epic set pieces and moments which I won't spoil, and it changes dramatically. It does change. A lot of people if you've not seen it will have seen the screenshots of this kind of sandy landscape, but that's not everything. In fact, that's kind of really only, I guess, about a third or a half of the game. Now hold on, do I need to change cars here? No, it's all right.
That's
cool.
right. No, I think I've forced it to change class.
I'm too busy.
Every time. No, it's good. It's good.
I'm going to go for the McLaren P1 because I gather that's a very, very good car.
Do you know what? I've had to go over the same because I think that is the car of
that's
the game.
That's the car of the game, isn't it? So just Journey. It just this is a games journalist thing. Probably a lot of people will not like this, but I like the fact that it's only maybe 3 hours long.
It's all right. I mean, it's quality over quantity, isn't it?
I think so. I mean, I always have this with the caveat that I didn't buy the game. I got given it for review by Sony, and it's if you paid for it, you might feel maybe a bit ripped off for, I think, what is it, 8-10 quid, something like that, for only 3 hours. I don't know, you might do. How do I let ready up now? Are you? You've started it again.
Do you know what? It doesn't force people into the game. Sorry, I am so sorry, guys.
No, it's my fault. I should have readied up. My fault.
Okay. Just another little test just to see what the track is.
What track are we going for this time?
We've got Prague.
Prague, nice.
It's a nice little city kind of look. We'll end on Prague using the McLarens. But yeah, just going back to Journey. Did you have anyone kind of join your game? Because apparently it's a whole different experience having like a kind of co-op random partner in a game.
No, I didn't. As I say, I think from the leaderboards as well, because there are leaderboards in there. No, are there? Yeah, I think there are. Basically, I think I was probably like one of the first people in the world to play the game because I got the code and I downloaded it literally the minute I got it. Because I was really excited about it. So no, I never had that communal experience.
Oh wow, okay. I think we kind of had the same experience because I only just played it last week, which came out on the collector's edition.
Okay.
And I didn't really come across anyone, and I was speaking to a few friends who I was kind of preparing. I'm gonna play this game that you kind of make sound like the best thing ever, and they said, "Well, did you play with anyone online?" I was like, no, you can't really invite. And it's like, no, it's just random people joining your
random,
game.
yeah.
And I've heard stories about how you can kind of communicate with other people just by song in the game, and it's just breaks all language barriers because it's just a beautiful experience.
Have you finished it then?
I did finish it. Yeah, I made sure I sat down and finished it. I think I might have rushed it because I remember it, but I don't remember
specific.
Yeah, I don't remember specific bits. I remember it looking really beautiful.
Yeah.
And it was a great experience, but it was abstract. I like to think I'm pretty artistic, but I treated it like a platformer more than an experience. And I'm gonna go back to it definitely.
Wait, I thought you were going back to Forza for 1 second. The game we're playing. Hello. I thought you were turning the racing line off. I thought we were just having the braking line.
Is the racing line on your screen?
It is, yeah.
Ah, right, okay. I think it's set to personal preferences, so
okay.
I don't have it on mine.
Right. I've got the full line. I feel like I'm cheating a little bit.
That's all right. Was that in your previous 2 races as well?
Yes, it was.
Oh, right.
That's why I'm winning. That's why I'm winning.
Excellent. Cool. So we're coming up to, spring is next year, which is looking like kind of, year of the games at E3 and Gamescom, seen as the console wars, everything's just launched. Is there any kind of big names that you're looking forward to? For instance, like, Titanfall, Destiny, Watch Dogs, or anything that you're keeping your eyes peeled for?
Yeah, the games you just mentioned, definitely. I mean, I think Titanfall is gonna steal Call of Duty's thunder, I think, unless something drastic happens where it turns out to not be very good, but I can't see that happening. I think I'm going to kind of paraphrase IGN, or just steal their quote. I think IGN said, whatever the Coke recipe is for first-person shooters, the ex-Infinity Ward guys have got it. It feels so good to play that game. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that. I mean, the games that I'm personally looking forward to are, I guess, more on the indie side, but that's just my personal sensibilities now. I play quite a lot of the traditional games, so I'm looking forward to Sony's Murasaki Baby. I don't know if you've seen that. Yep. That looks interesting. I'm looking forward to Mike Bithel's new game, which is called Volume, I think, is it?
Yep, it is Volume, yep.
I couldn't quite remember what it was called then. Volume. I'm looking forward to Hotline Miami 2. I'm looking forward to the next series of The Walking Dead. What else? I'm almost spitting out. How you doing in Forza?
I spun out when you said volume. I was like, what?
What volume? So yeah, and then obviously, I mean, Watch Dogs does look cool. Something about Watch Dogs really kind of captured people's imagination, and I'm looking forward to GTA 5. Definitely coming out on PC. It is happening.
Is it definitely happening?
Well, you got to believe every previous GTA game has come out on PC. So yeah, it's got to be happening at some point. I'd be amazed if it doesn't. And I think it would look absolutely stunning on. It looks good enough on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. But yeah, I'm definitely. I've just invested in a really high-end PC kit now, so I'm PC all the way. I'm just one of those. Almost like a PC fanboy, so yeah. And then I'm, on the tech side, I'm looking forward to Oculus Rift coming through. That's a really cool piece of tech. Looking forward to. I'm not going to be at CES, I don't think, but I'm looking forward to getting a look at Steam boxes, especially that controller. Controller looks amazing. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm looking forward to. I've just been invited to host. Gaming panel and give a talk at the STEP conference, which is a new gaming conference in Dubai in January, which I'm excited about.
Cool, nice.
And just generally, like, it is going to be spring's going to be really, really awesome. Lots of good games coming through. I mean, Destiny's a little bit farther off, September. I hope Destiny's good. I think from what I've seen and played of it, it is good. But what else? Yeah, I think that's probably about it. Have I missed anything? Any of the big ones?
Well, I mean, everything else I've seen from E3 includes, what was it, 18-something shooter, the
Order 1884, yeah, that's Sony, isn't it? One of Sony's studios doing that, yeah.
Yeah, no, that took my breath away. I mean, I know it's only a teaser, but it's the fact that it's a new IP, kind of new concept. It's not a sequel to anything that we kind of know, and everyone goes crazy for something that's brand new and different. Which we just saw coming from the VGX. We saw No Man's Sky, and that just blew everyone's minds because it wasn't anything that we were used to.
That looks cool as well, actually. Yeah, I forgot about that one. I mean, obviously, I've completely missed my most anticipated game, which is Uncharted, whatever that's, whether it's Uncharted 4 or whatever. I assume that'll come in at the end of next year. That would make sense. It's a good period of time for them to have worked on it. But yeah, I'm a massive Uncharted fan, so yeah, I can't wait for a new Uncharted.
Cool. There is only one really, really small track, which is called a test track. It's kind of like it's set on a aircraft hangar or something like that. So I'm going to go straight into that, and I'm going to ask you to plug something that should be close to your heart. Which is pretty cool. If I can get this. I'm
just coming out into the lobby in my game now.
There we go. Yeah.
Don't start the race without me.
I won't start it anyway. Yeah. Hopefully I get a fourth time lucky anyway with this. So the track is called the Airfield Circuit, and it was a little bit crazy when I first came across it. We're going to show you anyway, and you've got your racing line, so I might as well just keep mine off. So it'd be pretty cool.
Okay, right. So, shall I see if I can...
It's all good, man. It's all good because I mean it helps, but I've never been better with a racing line, which is pretty cool because I don't think Gran Turismo did have racing lines. This was one of the games to first introduce it, for all I know.
I if I could see the option for doing it, I would do it, but okay. I just can't lobby in for.
It's under game settings, advanced rules. No.
Assist. It's under assist, I think. Yeah, hold on. Right, game difficulty medium. Suggested line. Shall I go braking only?
Yeah, let's go braking only.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, I've changed it. Right, we should be on equal footing this time then.
Okay, cool.
No more cheating from my side.
Excellent. Do you want to hit ready up for us?
I will. Sorry, I was just having a sip of Ribena. There we go.
That's all right, guy. Cool, so whilst this loads up, I'm going to ask you to tell us about your award-winning, GMA-winning Guy Cocker podcast.
Oh, it'd be my pleasure to. Yeah, thank you. This is amazing. Just get my plugs in. Yeah, no, it's going really well. I'm recording the last episode of the show, not the last ever episode, but the last episode for this year, I think, anyway, because I'm going to head up to. It's been a really busy year, so we're going to head up to Yorkshire where my parents are for a well-deserved break on Thursday, and we're recording this on Monday. But this week I've got Ninja Theory coming on. Cool. Makers of one of my favourite games of the year, actually, DMC. I thought it was really, really good.
Yeah.
And also the Bitmap Brothers, who are sort of classic UK developer, just redone Speedball. There's been a HD remake of Speedball. It's just come out. Yep. And wait, on this track, it's like really wide. I don't think I've played this track actually.
I know, it always catches me off guard, and I thought, what a way to try and catch Guy Cocker off after beating me 3 races in a row.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not even. Oh my god, there's pillars everywhere. What's going on? It's like a parking lot. Okay. So I'm doing the last episode of that today. It's been really nice. I mean. I would love to get you on, actually, Sean, if you're ever up for it. But,
yeah, not a problem. Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll see you this afternoon. No, I just it's gone really well. I kind of when I left GameSpot earlier this year, one of the things that I'd enjoyed doing the most with those guys was the podcast. I really love doing that on a weekly basis. So yeah, I just made the decision to carry on with it against my better judgment because it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of effort. I've got to go into central London this afternoon to go and do it, but and you know it costs me money to host it and all that sort of stuff. So if I can figure out a way to make money from it, then that would be ideal. But other than that, it's really, really good. I think it's good to do something just because you enjoy it, right? I mean. Yeah. Like you're doing this,
I was gonna say.
You do loads of work during the week that you hopefully make money from, and that might not be as enjoyable. So it's nice to spend a bit of time each week doing something just for the hell of it. So and I've had some really good guests, some really great guys come out and sort of be on the show. Lots of people from the industry, lots of some of the best shows that I've done are with community managers and with retail experts and with other journalists. And you've overtaken me, you bastard. So basically, it's just a lot of fun. So if you want to listen to it and check it out, there'll be a new show up either late tonight or early tomorrow. I'm yet to decide. I've still not seen. I've been seeing loads of films recently, but I've still not seen Gravity. So
Okay,
I think before it drops out of the cinema, I'm gonna do my podcast and I'm gonna try and go and see Gravity tonight. So before it drops out of the cinema, oh, you just beat me! I was just about to overtake you. So
wow, excellent.
yeah, that's the podcast. You can subscribe on iTunes and. Yeah, please let me know if you listen to it. Let me know what you think and which guests you might want to have. I'm thinking about maybe just turning it next year into less of a sort of topical show where we talk about the week's news and maybe just focus on one developer per show and then sort of do more of an interview based thing. But I'd love to. I might just experiment with it a little bit next year.
Excellent, sounds good. And anything for 2014 that we might be expecting from Guy Cocker? Any kind of clues or tips?
Oh, to lose the tips. What am I doing at the moment? I'm reviewing a load of drones for Wired. I'm also doing it's early stages, but I'm hopefully going to get one of the McLaren F1 team to help me test like racing wheel setups for games like this, really. So I'm working on that at the moment. As I said, I'm going to Dubai in January, and I'm going to be doing some. I'm sort of involved in BAFTA, so the BAFTAs are coming around, I think, in March of next year. So early Jan is always sort of playing lots of the last year's games to kind of make sure that I'm up on them for doing some judging in that area. And just taking a well-deserved break at Christmas and maybe just catching up on some games I missed.
Cool. Okay, we're going to kind of end the show, Guy, and I'm going to get you to kind of plug your Twitter or anything else that you want to kind of plug website-wise. It's going to be in the bottom in the section, but you must come do it.
Awesome. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for having me on, Sean. My Twitter handle is it's just twitter.com/Guy Cocker, and my website is guycocker.com. You can find the podcast and everything else that I'm up to on there.
Cool. Thank you for coming on, Guy.
Cheers, mate. I'm glad you won that last race there because I feel like I was cheating with all the racing aids and stuff. So but that was a lot of fun. Cheers, mate.
Excellent. Thank you for watching, and I'll be bringing you hopefully some more videos. Make sure you show some support in various different ways, such as subscribing, liking the Facebook page, and following on Twitter, and just letting your friends know. This has been myself, Sean, and my guest, Guy. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned.